Hello, if you too love the supernatural, you totally have to read Family Spirits, The Adventures and Evidence of Gallo Family Ghost Hunters by Bobby J. Gallo. Available on Amazon and wherever paranormal books are sold. Real family, real life, real ghosts. Did you say real ghosts?
It may be one of the most haunted spots on the East Coast. For around you, you see the lobby of the deserted Palace Theater. This theater once played host to some of the great names in show business: George Burns, Gracie Allen, and the list goes on and on and on. But lately, there's been some other happenings here. Two ghosts in particular, named Malcolm and Jenny. Tonight, the Psy Guys, Brian J. Orlowski, Michael Emma, Sean Bates on camera, and I, Bobby J. Gallo, go in search of Malcolm and Jenny.
Give us a sign that you're there. Jennifer, Malcolm, are you there?
Bob, you want to comment on this while I have it playing?
Jennifer or Malcolm, I don't know if you know my ancestor.
Let's see what's going on.
My ancestor, Michael Gallo, who built this theater. Jennifer, it is said that you were the mistress of the man who built the place. You're the mistress of my great uncle. Do I look familiar? Does my presence bother you at all?
Okay, we're going off tape here for a while. Okay, here we are on the third floor. We're taking video again for the second time after we've tried to summon whoever is present.
Malcolm and Jenny.
Malcolm and Jenny, if they are around.
Jenny, Malcolm, are you there? Give us a sign that you're there.
What you hear in the background is just a tape playing.
Jennifer, Malcolm.
Okay. Okay, here we are on the third floor again. We just tried to... Okay. No light. No light just went off. Okay, this is Sean again, trying to record the pendulum and the candle on the third floor. The last time I tried my flashlight had broken by itself.
It's moving now. It's moving.
Oh, you got it, Bob?
We got a little pendulum.
It's going back and forth.
Yeah, we do. We have pendulum movement.
Or am I imagining that? Or you guys see it too?
No, I see it.
Do you see it, Brian?
The pendulum is moving slightly. I don't know.
No, it's moving more than
Move the
slightly.
light.
It's moving
Move
more
the
than
light, Sean.
it's moving more than slightly. Is it my imagination, or do you guys see that thing moving?
I
see it moving.
It was moving. We have some kind of activity. I just got activity. In that room, we got activity over here. You know, it might be hard for these guys to contact us. I don't know.
That's why we gotta
There
open
could
up
be-
the door for them.
Yeah.
There was definite a time when Brian and I were in this room, and you and Sean were in there, and there was a huge noise. And you claimed that you guys didn't make it, and we definitely didn't make it, because Brian was in that room, and I was sitting over
That
here.
huge noise was something that flew by my head. I keep telling you that.
I heard it from here.
No, I was there. It flew
I
at
know,
me.
but I heard it from
We're
here.
just
Like, there was
discussing
just
here
the
what's
resonance
Right.
of your
what kind of
voice.
activity we've had up here while we've been investigating.
We just got a little bit of movement on the pendulum. We've been getting movement on the candle. We don't know if that's psychic movement or whether that's natural movement, but we're really, you know, we've had a lot of movement so far today, and we're going to continue on until maybe we find something. Something did.
Okay, we're here again. Bob here is going to discuss what's been going on while we've been up here.
We're here at the top floor of the old Palace Theater. We're seeing what, if any activity is going on, and indeed it has. Just before, when we were in the room and we did the lights out and we did a calling, something did indeed whiz by my head. Something was thrown at me, and it wasn't the four of us, that's for sure. We came in this room, we did another summoning. We heard a loud crash in the other room. We do definitely have activity. The pendulum was moving, as was the candle. We have activity with those tests, and we're going to stay up here and see if we can get more activity. We have been hearing noises, but so far we've been getting.
Are you here?
We've been getting activity. Mike's doing another summoning right now. We're going to see if we can get anything on tape and on infrared. We took some infrared when we got the movements before. Okay, so this is Bobby Gallo, and we'll be back with you in a minute.
Okay, I'm just going to take a quick shot of the pendulum and the candle again. As you can notice, there is some movement with the candle. Okay, we're going to go off now. Here we are.
Harry, we were upstairs the whole time, you know, making our test while we were upstairs. What did you say just happened?
Well, I was sitting right over here, and I heard something come running down the steps. And this door was open.
About how long was it?
About 25 minutes ago.
What were we doing 25 minutes ago? We were summoning. We did summoning 25 minutes ago.
It wasn't just a couple of minutes ago.
No, it was about 25 minutes ago.
Heard heavy footsteps?
Not heavy, like little light ones coming all the way down the steps real quick. And I flew around the door, and if it was a rat or something, there was nothing there. So it had to be something coming down there.
So it sounded like somebody ran down the steps.
Yes.
And you booked out there and there was nothing there?
Nothing there.
Nothing there.
What kind of steps did it sound like? Human steps?
Sound like a person?
It sounded like real light if they were human, very light.
Thanks, Harry. Thank you very much. And it seemed to go down into the main part of the theater?
Yeah, it came down here,
Oh,
and then
oh,
I
let's
went
keep it going.
around here, and there was nothing there. I looked here.
Okay, and it was about right here.
Yes.
Right next to the steps to the upstairs.
Yes.
Can't get focused, there's nothing there.
Well, guys, it seems to me...
Who's looking in? Look at the constant.
Apparently, we did something up there that...
Do you have a flashlight?
No.
I want to take a picture of the stairs.
Okay, show next to the light for a sec. About 25 minutes ago, when we were approximately standing in the circle, I was looking at the bullet holes in the ceiling when I got some kind of vibration, some kind of presence up there. We had a person down here actually have an experience of somebody running down the steps and going into the main part of the theater. Nobody, of course, no one is here except for us five. We were upstairs the whole time, and Harry was the only one down here. So apparently the ghosts or the spirits or the entities or whatever is here, the presences, didn't like something we were doing or looking at something we weren't supposed to look at, or possibly maybe it was when I was reading Faust. They tried to get away, but obviously we're still here. We're now going to go to the main part of the theater underneath the stage, probably the most dangerous part of the theater, for our final investigation.
Okay, here we are. Bob's gonna do a little interview with Harry here. He had some occurrences last week. Bob's gonna comment. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, if no one knows who Harry is the night watchman here at Renee's Moving and Storage, formerly the Lakeside Theater, formerly the Palace Theater. You said that the phenomenon that just occurred, the walking down the steps, you've heard once before. Can you explain that?
Yes, it was last week I was here. It must have been, what time was it? had to be around 10 o'clock at night. And I was laying here, and all of a sudden I heard these footsteps and the same thing, but then I had the door closed, but I opened it quickly, and there was nothing out there again.
Sean, get a shot at this doorway. It's a good point of interest to note that this doorway is actually the site of the very first appearance of the apparition to Danny Vernay some 8-9 years ago. So it's pretty ironic that it's also the place where we get frequent manifestations of sorts that Harry has experienced and that we have had just tonight, not more than a half hour ago. So I think we can cut it right there, and we'll get back to you later. Thanks, Harry. Appreciate it.
Okay, here's Bob summing up what we've encountered in the theater the third time. There you go, Bob. Go ahead.
Eventful evening. I'm tired, and I got it all right here on my micro cassette recorder and on my 35mm. Now, we just got done conversing upstairs with something, I don't know what. Things have been flying around. Small things, but things nonetheless have been flying around. We've been trying to communicate. They really don't seem that anxious to show themselves to us. It seems like they only torment the owner, Danny Vernay, but they gave us just enough to prove that they were there. We don't know why they're here. We don't know when they're leaving. We still don't know whether there's just one spirit here or two. But we saw some things that were really interesting. We saw the letters J and M etched in the dust. Jenny and Malcolm.
We couldn't pick that up on video. It was a little
Pick
dark.
that up on video. It was a little bit too dark.
I'm sorry.
There's the golf ball. He was just showing it.
Mike M was holding the golf ball that was thrown at him, barely hitting his head, barely missing his head, I should say. Followed by two others that were thrown.
Two more golf balls. Golf balls.
That weren't thrown anywhere
Maybe
near us,
they
actually.
played golf.
They could have.
Maybe they played golf. You know, back then, golf was a relaxed sensation.
Well, it takes a lot to get any kind of poltergeist to actually throw a lot of things. Golf balls are small and easy to throw. So I say that they're just throwing those because they're accessible and easy.
This was from here, Brian.
Yeah. Oh, we found a lot of silly things lying around.
Well, you know, it was real interesting. It was when he mentioned Lou. I not only felt something, the cackles raised on the back of my neck, but I heard footsteps right beside me, right next to me. Something walking on the floor right next to me. I looked over, nothing was there. Of course, I couldn't see anything.
And you saw an image?
So I immediately saw an image directly behind me up on the balcony.
Which Mike as well saw.
Mike as well saw it the same spot.
Huh?
Might I add?
In the corner.
In the corner.
By the projection.
That's right.
Yes.
Where I saw it.
Yes. That's exactly where I saw it. And I asked Sean to shine his light there. Or
Actually, you said Sean.
Sean. Yes.
Oh.
I read an account once where I have a book at home called On the Track of the Poltergeist. And the poltergeists throw rocks. They throw rocks at the house, and they would break the windows and break the doors. And they would go out into the field, and they would look forever and ever, and nobody was there. And there's just this one phenomenon where things are being thrown. But Danny, when he was here alone, I'll bet 10 to 1, he had the full 9 yards.
That's what he said.
I'm sure he did.
He gets
now
the full 9
I'm
yards.
convinced he did.
Reason being,
Whenever we're alone.
He bought this place.
Well, a couple reasons. Number one, you're right, exactly. He bought the place, and he, in their eyes, desecrated it.
Right. Tore
Number
up the
one.
seats.
Number one. Number two, we have to realize the fact that when just the four of us are separated into twos, things happen. And when the four of us are separated into single people, things happen even more. Couple that with the fact that he's the one who desecrated the theater and he's alone,
Absolutely.
they have a field day. They have a field day. He gets the whole 9 yards.
They feed off of his fears.
Yes.
They initiated it, and they feed off his fears.
So that's about what, summing it up, what's been going on.
Well, basically, I think our summation is, I think we're going to get about all we're going to get. We still have to develop the pictures and review the tapes. You never know what we might come across. But who knows how long Malcolm and Jenny will be here. Certainly, they may be here long after we're gone. Maybe tonight's the last night. Who knows? Wrap it up?
Yeah.
We're going to wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Psy Guys. Brian J. Arlowski.
How you doing?
Michael Emma. Our guest star, resident guest star, Harry.
Hi.
Me, Bobby J. Gallo. Ghostbuster and Mr. Showbiz. And on camera, Sean Bates.
Hi, how you doing?
And till next time, keep looking over your shoulder. Never know what might be there. Good night.
Good night.